Hari Om students, in the last class we have seen the installation process of Python. Today we will get into the subject. So Python is an easy to learn yet powerful object oriented programming language. Python was named after famous BBC comedy show, namely Monty Python's Flying Circus. Advantages of Python. Python is an easy object oriented programming language. Expressive language. It is more capable of expressing the purpose of the code. Interpreted language, third one. So Python is an interpreted language, not a compiled language. Interpreted language is nothing but executing the code line by line. Its completeness. So Python, when you install the Python, you can able to get the required libraries in the Python standard library. Once the Python is installed, you can able to do the real work. So Python follows batteries included philosophy. Next, cross platform language. So Python can run on different platforms like Windows, Mac, Linux. We can also say Python is a portable language. Next one, free and open source. Free, we can get this software for free. Open source represents we can able to see the source code of the software, and we can also work to improve the software. Last one, variety of uses or applications. So Python usage is there in web applications, desktop applications, mobile applications, gaming, database storage, GUI applications. So lots of applications are there. Next comes disadvantages. So Python is not a fastest language when compared to fully compiled languages. I repeat, Python is not fast language when compared to fully compiled languages. So Python is an interpreted language, as we already know. It executes line by line, whereas compiled languages, it converts the source code to machine code in one go. So here in Python, even though it's a fastest development language, but the execution time is slow when compared to sort of fully compiled languages. And next one, lesser libraries when compared to other languages. So here the libraries count is less when compared to that of other languages. So Python doesn't give much scope to find multiple solutions for a problem when compared to other languages like C and Java. Next, not strong on type binding. For suppose if you have created a variable, integer variable, and you are giving the input as string, so Python doesn't show any error here. Next, not easily convertible. So Python has very less syntax, so it will be easy to write the code and to understand the code. But another flip side is there, it won't be very easy to convert the Python language to other languages. Now let us see what is interpreter. So interpreter is a process of converting the source code to the machine language. So Python is an interpreter language, as we already know. This language processor converts high level language program to machine language by converting and executing it line by line. If there is any error in any line, it reports it, and at the same time, and program execution cannot resume until the error is rectified. Here in the block diagram you can see how the interpreter works. So this is the source code of the Python file. Initially it is converted to the byte code. Byte code will be in the format of binary format, zeros and 1. So again byte code is converted to machine level language by the interpreter. So interpreter is nothing but Python virtual machine. So finally you can able to see the output. So here interpreter doesn't convert the high level language directly into the machine level language. in the middle it is converted to the bytecode, and from the bytecode it is converted to the machine level language. Machine level language is the language which the CPU can understand the code. Next, compiler. So compiler also converts the high level program into machine language, but the conversion manner is different when compared to that of interpreter. It converts the entire high level language program in one go and reports all the errors of the program along with the numbers. So here you can see the process. So this is the source code. Compiler acts here, it is converted to the bytecode and it is again converted to the machine level language, and this is the code which the CPU understands. Next, working in Python. So here we can work on Python in two different modes. One is interactive mode, also called as immediate mode, and next one is script mode. First we will see what is a script mode. So this is called interactive mode. The three symbols is called Python command prompt. Let us give some instructions here. Two plus. Immediately you can able to see the output. The interactive interpreter of Python is also called Python shell, and this is good for testing the code because you can able to give the command one by one. At the same time you can able to see the output or error one by one. Now let us use print command to print the text. Print welcome to Python class. So print is a command which is used to print the string. So string is supposed to be kept between the double quotations, and these brackets represent parentheses. So once you hit the enter button, you can able to see the string in the next line. So print is a command which prints the string, and the string is supposed to be in the double quotations, and entire data is supposed to be in the parentheses. These brackets are called parentheses. Parenthesis open and parenthesis close. So immediately you can able to see the output. Whatever you mention in the double quotations will be displayed in the next line. Print command displays the values in the interactive mode, whereas in case of script mode, print command is used to display the results. Now let us see the script mode. So for that, click on file, new file. So here you can able to see another window. So this is called script mode. Let us write a simple program to perform addition operation. Let me create a variable a and let 5 be the value assigned in that variable. 5 variable is nothing but a storage container in which we can store the values. A equal to 5, b equal to b equal to 10. Next, c equal to a plus b. Next, print sum of two numbers or c. So here in this program we have created a variable a, and in which data 5 is stored in that variable, and we have created another variable b, 10 data is stored in that variable, and we have created another variable c in which we are performing addition operation between the variables a and b, and the result is getting stored in the variable c. And finally in the last, using the print command, we are displaying the string sum of two numbers or comma and the variable name. So it prints the variable data stored in the variable C. So Python has very less syntax, so human readable code. So before running this program, we need to save. Let us save the program. Go to the file, save. So this is the path of your Python file. So by default, all the Python files will be saved with .py extension. You don't need to mention the name. By default, it saves as Python files with extension .py. Just click on the save button. So program got saved. Now let us run the program to see the output. Run. So F5 is the shortcut key to run the program. Run. So here you can able to see the output. Sum of two numbers are 15. Keep learning. Hari Om.